Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the group by statement and the order by statement. Alright, so for today, we're going to be talking about the group by statement and the order by statement. The group by statement is basically kind of like the distinct statement. Yeah, so it's going to check a particular column, bring the unique values as the distinct values in that particular column, and give a count of all of them and then put them in one place and just give them one name. So from our table, select everything from employee demographics. So let's really check it out and say distinct of gender. It's gender. All right, so let's run this. Okay, so we have male and female. That's what we just have, the male and female. That's the table, the gender table. All right, so let's what if we just say gender, and then let's say group by gender. Let's run this, and it's going to give us male and female, kind of like the same thing, but in the distinct count that we did, it's just finding the unique values. But group by now is doing something different that we cannot see, and the only way we can see it is by having a count of it. Okay, all this gender now, they have been grouped by female and by male. They have been grouped by, but how many actually are in the female, how many actually are in the male? So select the gender, and then we can now say count of gender, then close parentheses. Let's run this and see what it will give us. And then now we now have a new column, an invisible column, just like I told you, because count doesn't give an existing column. So from the column that we have, we discovered that all this while, based on the group by statement, all this while we had 4 females and 6 males. Yes, it grouped them by male and female, but in those categories, the females were actually 4 in number and the males were actually 6 in number. And we can also alias this and say gender count. Let's say gender count. So giving it a name, gender count, and then the column now has a name, gender count. So we can also, let's add age. If we should add age, it's going to return who. So it's saying the column employee demographics age is invalid in the select list because it is not contained in either an aggregate function, or basically what it's trying to say is we don't have age in the group by, so we're actually supposed to group by age also. So grouping by age now gives us our output, hopefully. Yeah, so we have all of this. So basically, if you notice, the gender count is 1111. What this is trying to tell us is that for females, we have a female that is 25 years old, just one, a male that is 29 years old, just one. Now, if you would wonder why is it not grouping by the ages, this is 10, this is actually 30 and 30. The reason is because there's only one female that is 30 and there is only one male that is 30. If we had 2 males that are actually 30, then it will group them together. You get it now? So it's grouping by gender, yes, but the gender are not the same. So it can't group by the gender. You get? It can't group by the gender. It's following gender. But let's remove gender here and let's put only age. Let's execute this. Hopefully, yeah. So this is what I was trying to get. Basically, now that we're not inputting gender in the aggregate function, basically it's going to compress all the ages for us. So it's grouping by the ages now. It's not grouping by both gender and age, because gender and age makes it a little bit more complex. It has to satisfy the gender requests, but in this particular statement we are just specifying on the age, and on the age we have two people that are actually age 30, not noting the gender now, but we have two people that are actually 30 years old, and that's why we're having two here now. So but if we bring back the gender, let's have gender again, comma, and then run this, we should have a previous table just as is. So one female that is actually 30 years old and one male that is actually 30 years old. We can also impute the where statement in this. So up here we can just come and say where, well, let's say age is, let's say, greater than 31. Where age is greater than 31, let's just group by gender. Let's just group by gender, and okay, let's see what this gives us. Okay, so we just have grouping by gender where the ages are less than 31. So initially, if you remember from the first time we ran this, we're having a count of 4 and 6, equivalent to 10 basically, but now this statement is trying to narrow us down to employees whose age are actually greater than 31. So we're talking about the 32s, 33, 34, 35, and so on and so forth. So for those people that are higher than 31, for females we just have 2 of them, for males we have 3 of them. We can also go further and say order by let's say count. Let's use this, or not count, let's use this gender count invisible table. Let's use this invisible table, this invisible column rather. So what it does is it's ordering by gender count. This is gender count, it's ordering by this gender count. So it's ordering in a default setting which is ascending, and if I should say ascending, it's still going to bring out the same thing. We're still going to have 2 and 3, but if I should change this to descending, meaning from big to small, 3 goes up and 2 comes down. That's if we're ordering by the gender count. What if we decide to order by the gender itself? That's the male and the female. So if we order by the gender in descending order, of course following the male and the female, and of course male is far way down than female. You get to F before you get to M. So since we are coming from top to bottom, it's as if we're coming down from Z, Y, X, W, and all of that. So M is definitely going to come first before you get to F. So, and if you should remove this descending order, it goes back to the default settings, which is actually from ascending order rather. So from A, B, C, and all of that, and F comes before M. So it's going to give us this. All right, so let's do away with these guys and just let's say select everything from employee. demographics, and then order by gender. So we have this now, ordering by gender. We're ordering by this particular table. So notice how all the females are coming in place before all the males now start coming, because F comes before M if it is in ascending order. And like I said, it's in ascending order by default. So if we do descending, we're going to have this. The males will come first before the females. Now we can also do order by age, not just by gender. Let's do age. So in descending order, now it's going to mix up the male and the female, the male and the female, the male and the female. Notice how males are coming before the females, and the reason is because of this descending order. Now if you notice, we have John Bosco and Elizabeth to be 30 years of age, but why is we're ordering by age, right? So this is 30, this is 30, but the male is coming first before the female. You get it? Because it's in descending order. Why is it descending order? So we're talking we're trying to get from top to bottom. You get? So from top to bottom, let's even just do it now. So we can say age, and let's say gender should be in this descending order. So age will be in ascending, gender will be in descending order. And if you look at it, this is where our 30 is. Our gender is in the descending order. Both of them are 30 years of age, and gender is in descending order. So male comes before female. So if we should leave it in ascending order, of course, this time around female will go up. Is there? Yeah, so female is going up and male is coming down. Now one thing we can also do again is we can order by each column, and each column, if we count the column numbers of column, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you say order by 1, it's actually talking about the employee ID. So it's going to order by this. And if you say 2, it's going to order by the first names. So their first names, of course, ascending order, like I said, default, unless you put the descending order. That's when it will start from Yahaya to Victoria, Tango, Sarah, and all of that, because this is actually the column 2. So we can say column 3, 4, 5, and whatever, and make them in ascending, descending order, just as we would want, and be querying of it there. So that's basically the group by and the order by statement. And if you have been watching all my previous videos, then I would like to say congratulations to you. You have successfully learned SQL basics. So congrats to you. All you just need to do is to be practicing more, creating more tables and querying of them. Think of use cases, basically some informations you would want to bring out from each table you create. Anything that you feel like you want to do, just use it and then find some information about this. I'll be dropping some videos about the intermediate series, and then head into the advanced concepts. But for now, this is all we have for the basic series. So if you like this content, please do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share with your friends and family. Thank you very much, and I'll see you